Hey everyone, welcome to my another video. In this video, we're going to add a realistic water droplet and making them dripping down.
Geometry node has a ton of nodes, and sometimes the hard part isn't building something, it's just figuring out which node to use.
That's why I found this guide called Every Geometry Node Ever.
It's actually really helpful. It's organized almost every geometry nodes in Blender and explain what each node does. So, instead of searching the internet for every node, you can just open this guide and find instantly. If you're serious about learning geometry node, this is a great reference to keep. Check the link in the description.
If you enjoy Blender tutorial on modeling, lighting, animation, and product visualization, you are in the right place. Now you can become a channel member and unlock exclusive perks like early access to all my tutorial video. And the best part, at the end of each month, you will get a complete blend file pack containing all the project file from every tutorial released that month. Just hit the join button below to become a member and support this channel to grow. Okay, that's all. Let's start the tutorial.
Okay, let's try to add a droplet. Select this object. The geometry node, click new here. Then Shift A, search for distribute point on face. Put here. Shift A again, search for point to volume. Put here. Then Shift A again, search for volume to mesh. Put here. At the point to volume node, change the radius to 0.05. Then voxel amount, let's try to 150. At the volume to mesh, the green, change it to amount. Change the voxel amount to like something 200 maybe. Then Shift A, search for random value, put here and connect it to radius here. Change the max to 0.05, 0.08 and 0.01, 0.05 and 0.01. Next, Shift A, search for join geometry, put it here and connect the group input to the join geometry. Like this, we can increase the density here. I wanted to control my droplet here, I don't want it to down here. Distribute point on face here, change random to position disk, and density vector, connect it to group input. Back to the layout, we can tap to edit mode, and go here, object data property. Let's press 3, select this face, then select more. Something like this. Then I'm going to press Ctrl I to invert the selection, then assign to the group. After that, click here, this one density vector, change it to the group here. Now it's gone. Let's back to the geometry node, then Shift A, search for shade smooth, put here. Okay, at this point, we can adjust the density here, or the vertex amount. In my case here, I'm using 200, and density, probably something like this. Okay, next let's create the dripping droplet. I'm going back to the layout, front view, Shift A, the curve, Bezier curve, tap to the edit mode, X, delete the vertices. Then select the draw tool here, click like this, then cursor and surface, select the surface, so we only draw on surface. Then let's draw the line, just like this maybe. Then back to the object mode, I'm going back to the geometry node, select the scan again, then I'm going to click and drag the Bezier curve, put it here. Then Shift A, search for resample curve, connect the geometry to curve, then position, put here and here. At the resample curve, change count to the evaluated, then Shift A again, search for geometry proximity, put here, connect position to position, and group input, connect it to geometry. Next, Shift A, search for trim curve, put here, at the curve, then curve to mesh. Let's duplicate this geometry proximity, put here, but at this time, change it to point. Then select this distance, click and drag like this, and search for less than. Okay. After that, Shift A, search for delete geometry. I'm going to put it here before the join geometry. Less than note here, the result connect to selection. As you can see, nothing happened here. Need to adjust here, just like this. We already create the path for the dripping droplet. Then we need to create the dripping droplet. Shift A, search for spline parameter, click here. Then Shift A, search for plot curve, put here, then vector, connect to vector. This one, we need to draw how our dripping droplet will looks like. I'm going to drag like this, put something like this. This part shall be the star, and at the end, it's like a tail here. Probably something like this. Shift A, search for set curve radius, put here, plot curve node, connect it to radius. Let's duplicate this trim curve, Shift Ctrl D to duplicate it, and connect it to curve. Then Shift A, search for curve to mesh, put here, curve to curve. Then Shift A, search for curve circle, put here and connect curve, the profile curve. Then connect it to the join geometry. Okay, we have this result, curve circle here. Let's reduce the radius, maybe something like this. Let's enable the fill the cap. Then when we play with the trim curve, this will happen. At this point, we need to press Shift A, search for radius, and put it here and connect it to the scale. As you can see, seems like it's facing the wrong way. It's because the spline parameter here, it should be not connected to the vector, it should be connected to value. Okay, now we have it. Let's increase the radius here. Okay, then Shift A, search for value, put here, connect value to the end. Something like this. We can also connect the value here to the trim curve down here. So it's kind of automatically delete the droplet. See? It will delete it. Let's reduce the radius. Then Shift A, search for matte. Let's just put it here for now. Then change to the multiply, value here, connect to the value, then multiply, connect to the star. We will have this result. Okay. You can even add a subdivision modifier. Put it here. Make it level 2 maybe. We can add another line for a dripping droplet. Go to the layout. Select your curve. Tap to the edit mode and select the draw tool. And draw like this. And here. Then back to the geometry node. But the problem here, they are moving with the same speed, same level. Press Shift and click like this. Then Shift A. Then duplicate this multiply map. Put it here. Move this down. Then Shift A, search for random value. Put here, connect it here. You can play with the seed. Okay, 5 is good for me. For the last thing to do, Shift A, search for switch node, put it here, put it to the true, then duplicate the group input, put it here beside the switch node, and connect the switch here. So we can control the density here. So we can enable or disable it. Then let's Shift D, duplicate this one, put it after the delete geometry, make it true, then shade smooth here, connect to false. Then the switch, connect it to the switch here. To make it easier to animate, we can delete this value and connect the value over here at the group input. So we can adjust it here. Then we can also rename. Let's name it dripping droplet. Okay. Then let's add a material for droplet. Let's go here, material, new material. Let's name it droplet. Let's make it white. Roughness is 0 and transmission is 1. That's all, I guess. Then Shift A, search for that material, put it here. Let's change the viewport setting to the material preview. We have this material, but click the droplet and duplicate this one. We're going to put it here. As you can see, the can also have the material. Let's just delete it from here. Like this. Okay. That's it. That's how you get a beautiful dripping water droplet on your can. Looks super realistic, right? Thanks for watching. Like if it helped and subscribe for more.